I'm not about to let a man take credit for a woman's work.
My coffin beckons me.
I got you, ma'am.
Man.
Folks, we've been down this road a few times now, and it only gets worse. Have you ever wondered what would happen if feminists tried to make a superhero show? Maybe it would be action-packed, awesome, and full of good female role models. Or it would be a horribly done show with loads of plot holes being patched over with gay representation. How do you honestly think a feminist superhero show would go down? Newsflash, it goes down like Taco Bell for breakfast and Chipotle for lunch. Explosively bad. What's up, everybody? It's your favorite gay-looking straight boy Hunter Avalone here, back with another video. Today, we will be analyzing another piece of feminist media, and it's scary. The show we are looking at today is CW's Batwoman. Now, a few months ago, I had the pleasure of reviewing the pilot for Batwoman, this feminist superhero show that nobody really likes. It was awful, as you can imagine. However, the final episode of season 1 just recently aired, so I decided to give it a watch, which was obviously a mistake. Literally, it was the only thing I've ever watched that had me on my knees with tears in my eyes, begging for a commercial break. Now look, we criticize feminism a lot on this channel, but before we get into it, there's a very important distinction I want to make. I'm criticizing this corporate, forced, near parody of original feminism, often dubbed pop feminism. There are very real social inequalities that need to be addressed, and not all feminists are these annoying woke scolders. That being said, this feminist superhero show specifically is the embodiment of pop feminism. So grab your popcorn and let's begin the saga of Batwoman, when feminists make a superhero show. Since day one, Batwoman has been off to a rocky start. As we all know, trying to appease the woke scolds never really goes too well. However, this was something else. Back in 2018, it was announced that Ruby Rose would be playing the role of Batwoman, the lesbian superhero. Now, despite Ruby Rose being gay in real life, she literally had to deactivate her Twitter after the announcement because fans were claiming she wasn't gay enough. No, your ears do not deceive you. You heard me correctly. Not only does Ruby Rose not identify as a lesbian, but she's not Jewish either. So they basically lied about it wanting an actor that represented the diversity to stay true to who Batwoman is, and instead just picked a hot white person that isn't too gay to offend the straights. We want more gay representation! No, that gay girl is too white and not gay enough! Can you all pretty please calm your crusty ass down? Look, I get it. You're upset that Ruby Rose isn't gay enough, or that she isn't Jewish in real life despite her character being of Jewish descent. But, you know, that's why they call it acting. I think casting an openly gay woman to play a gay superhero is a good thing. It's something worth being happy about. But no, instead you trigger deadbeats are angry that she isn't running around rocking rainbow overalls. In May of 2019, the first trailer was released, and everyone hated it. Look at that ratio. Yikes. The trailer went down exactly as you'd expect a feminist superhero show trailer would go down. No subtlety, a creepy obsession with the fact that Batwoman is female, and really cringy dialogue like this gem.
I need you to fix his suit.
The suit is literal perfection.
It will be. When it fits a woman.
Well, what can I say? God hates us. Finally, the show actually aired, and not surprisingly, everyone hated it. It received terrible reviews on IMDb for very good reasons. Only a 3.4. That brings us to the final episode of season 1. Upon tuning in, I thought maybe, just maybe, the show had improved. I had a little teeny glimmer of hope that maybe over time, the show had gotten slightly better. However, my hopes and dreams were shattered like the glass ceiling. And before you call me a sexist, my wife watched it with me, and she also agrees the commercial breaks were the best part. The episode begins with a subway train being hacked remotely and the brakes being disabled. Batwoman, whose real name is Kate Kane, drives her Batbike behind the train and uses a grappler to stop it in the nick of time. But her grappler comes loose and nearly hits her in the face before a handsome, straight man police officer pushes her out of the way, saving her life. Since at this point in the show, Batwoman is well known, this begins sparking rumors that Batwoman and this handsome police officer are lovers.
A bombshell caped crusader and a cop with Chris Evans vibes. Talk to me, Gotham. Are we shipping these two or what?
However, this creates a conflict for Kate because the city is speculating she's straight when she is in fact lesbian. We get some back and forth between Kate and her assistant, but the acting is really bad and the sarcasm is so juvenile. Some of the dialogue literally felt like a high schooler wrote it.
Please don't touch that. Great. Well, that made this harder by about 100%.
Anyway, Kate and her assistant are searching the subway, trying to figure out how the hacker managed to disable the brakes when suddenly everyone in Gotham receives a text message from the hacker. The hacker is using a terrier emoji, claiming if they can hack the subway, they can hack everything else. The hacker demands Gotham pay them $5 million or else everyone's secrets will be revealed. Never mind the fact that this is really cliche, but who thought it was a good idea to make the hacker use a cheesy apple emoji thing? Like, is this supposed to come across threatening? A giant iPhone commercial? The mayor tries to calm the city when suddenly the hacker replaces the mayor's face with the terrier emoji and releases his credit card information on national television. Yeah, this hacker is terrorizing everyone. I'll see myself out. Kate continues dealing with the conflict of the city thinking she's straight before tracking down the hacker to a high school. She jumps down in the middle of a high school dance and demands to know who the hacker is in extremely corny fashion.
Who's the terrier? I asked who's the terrier.
Hey, yeah, it's me. Please, if I surrender, will the show just end early? We find out that the hacker is literally just some high school chick. We also find out that this high school chick is lesbian and her parents hate her for it. So her master plan was to disable the subway brakes in order to make it appear that she was in danger in hopes of forcing her parents to be thankful that she was alive. I've explained it as best I could. This girl's motivation for risking the lives of thousands was getting her parents to accept that she's into chicks. But her motivation doesn't really make that much sense, and again, it comes off so forced. I mean, if you're some kind of mastermind, couldn't you have done something that would make your parents thankful that you're alive, and also, I don't know, not risk the lives of everyone on the subway? I'm sorry, the script obviously said it should be done this way, so I'll stop questioning it. Also, how a high school girl managed to hack everyone's phones, the subway system, the city's digital billboards, and the mayor's credit card information is never answered. We only see her use some Android-looking coding app for a second, but the show doesn't even try and explain this. Seriously, honey, you shouldn't be worrying about coming out as gay. It's time to come out as Miss Zuckerberg. I mean, you're some kind of coding genius, but the show doesn't really elaborate on this. After all, she's only doing what the script tells her to do. Anyway, Alice, Kate's supervillain's sister, kidnaps gay Zuckerberg after quote, fighting Batwoman. Yeah, there have unironically been more brutal high school fights than whatever this little tussle is. Supervillain Alice threatens to blow up the high school if the hacker girl doesn't use her hacking ability to reveal to the entire city that Kate is Batwoman. The girl sends out the message, but she used some kind of trick to only send the supervillain the text outing Kate as Batwoman, and instead sent a mass message to everyone else about the bomb. Yeah, I didn't see that coming. Anyway, it's during this part of the show when the hacker girl is relieved to see that Batwoman is also a lesbian. So this encourages Kate to go forward with letting all of Gotham know that she's in fact gay. The episode was so poorly constructed, the acting was so bad, the plot made literally no sense, but I thought this part would at least be done decently. But no. Instead, Batwoman saves the handsome police officer before the entire crowd begins cheering for them to kiss. Kate declines, and later, we just see a magazine cover announcing that Batwoman came out as gay. Hip hip hooray. Now, I'm not about to be one of those idiots who thinks a show featuring a gay person makes it bad and woke. Gay people exist, trans people exist, and they're going to be seen in our media. If you have an issue with it, you're the snowflake. My criticism is the same as my criticism has been in the past. Make a good show with good acting, with a good story about a gay person, instead of slapping a giant rainbow band-aid over this bloody mess of a television show. I know there's plenty of people who won't believe me when I say this, but I'm all for a strong female gay superhero. But this over-the-top pop feminist plotline lacking any substance or nuance isn't what anyone wants. You can't mix in some feminist talking points and a gay character to try and make up for this absolute shit show. And that right there is the issue. The show could be good, and there are elements of the story that could be salvaged. But the plot, the acting, the dialogue, it's all so bad. It makes the serious elements of the show come off as forced and corny rather than empowering and representative. After this queer episode, the ratings tumbled even lower, and CW saw a decline in live viewers. Maybe it's not because people are homophobic, but rather because people want a good show with a powerful gay theme, rather than a B-list crap fest with jarring plot holes and a story that makes no sense and lacks authenticity. I want this show to be good, and I want to see good representation of both women and gay people in TV and movies, but this is not good representation. It's a weakly written, poorly done superhero show trying to make up for its lack of quality with some not so subtle, gay pop feminist themes. It's really quite sad. Thank you everyone for watching. Please give this video a like, comment below, and subscribe to the channel. I also want to give a special shout out to my amazing followers. Guys, thank you so much for donating to our GoFundMe. We are almost halfway to our goal, and that is just absolutely incredible. Your generosity means so much to me and my wife. So thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.